Wow.
Wow, this is some really deep stuff.
I don't know what just happened, but something happened inside of me. Something snapped. Something.
I wasn't expecting that
either. Sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. It's beautiful.
Monster is like really small, but it had to become that to stop me.
And then the hurt child became present when you mentioned it.
And I didn't realize this until now.
There were things that I didn't remember until now.
Funny. I haven't seen that before.
It feels like I'm the monster. I'm kind of seeing images of things. Of a world where they can exist. This clarity brings all kinds of answers.
It's clear. She hugged me and then went back to her place, I guess, in my heart. Oh, it wants to come out. It wants to bippity boppity boop Cinderella me. She's melted into my chest. It's ooey gooey.
All week been finishing things, cleaning up more, started eating vegetables again last week. And it kind of just started happening. It's almost like I just finished going through a meditation session.
I feel light. When you hit that first joint, in the morning, and
I actually feel a lot more awake.
Okay. So you named some parts. Which one would you like to start with?
Yeah, the one that's really feels not pressured. Maybe there's another one. Okay. It's okay. The one that there's keeps repeating me. Oh, they're gonna judge you. Or your talk is disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, about your language. This part is saying it's not good enough.
Yeah. The performance now is focusing on English, but it could be focusing on every part of my life, even at work, constantly. Even if I'm capable to do that, you didn't smile enough.
Oh, right. Yeah. So,
or even yeah.
I was just gonna say it's like a critic.
Yeah. Super critic. Everything critic.
Yeah, critical. Where do you notice it? In or around your body?
And through hiccups.
Hiccups?
Yeah. And can in the thorax, a sob, but half a sob. I don't know if I'm getting the message across. It's like when you're keeping in the sobbing, but
sobbing.
Yeah, like that.
Okay, so maybe like a tightness or
tightness
around the throat and chest.
It's strong.
Yeah.
I know it wants to protect me from judgment. Even with this call, I had to take the courage and saying to myself, "It's okay. I'm a big girl. I'm gonna take this on." Yeah. Usually, I don't do stuff like this, but I wanted to. I believe in IFS so much that I took the risk between asterisks because there's no risk but for the protectors.
Yeah, well, that's plenty of risk. I mean, that's your inner world. That's very, the way that they respond is very real. That's a big risk.
Mm.
So when you notice this part doing what it does, how do you feel towards it?
It's like it's like I want to say to the part, leave me alone, stop it.
Yeah.
It's another part. It's another part, sure.
Yes. Okay. And that makes sense that you wouldn't want to
It's
have
scared.
that.
The other part is scared of being judged.
Right.
Maybe the hiccup comes from that part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, it's strong.
Yeah, well, I just
Trembling also.
Yes. You have a really good map of these parts. You have identified this critical part. You've identified what it's afraid of, which might be kind of like exile, this fear of judgment.
Mm-mm.
And you've identified that other part that wants this critical part to shut up or leave you alone.
Yeah, because for this part, it's like nothing I do is ever good enough, never.
Right.
And so there's the sadness comes up, obviously, the helplessness.
Yeah. So the part of you that wants this critic to go away or to leave you alone, see what happens if you just ask that part to give you some space in this conversation. You could ask it to give you space. You could ask it to go in the other room for a little while.
It's scared that the other one is gonna increase the critics, the judgments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe I can ask both of them to give me a little space to talk to them.
Yeah. Yeah, just see how that goes.
They did it, but the inner critic, now what's up? Now what are we gonna do?
Yeah. How are you feeling towards that critic now?
It's kind of funny, like a teacher, little rigid teacher, but not so scary as before.
Okay. Are you feeling curious about it?
Yeah. What's the criteria? I would ask it if only I could get an answer. What's the criteria behind it? Like, there's why judgment about work or maybe money. Probably it comes from my mother. It's normal, but I have to understand what's in its mind.
Yes. I'm hearing a part that is kind of explaining,
Yeah.
or yes, kind of wants to find the reason behind it all.
Yeah.
What is this all about? And I appreciate that. And I think that we will, through this process, we'll get there. But if you could ask that part also to give you some space, we just want to get to that place of curiosity for this critic, and we'll just listen to it for a little while, and then afterwards these other parts can come in, and afterwards we can do some of that figuring out.
It's I feel about sadness like I don't know what's maybe it's the exile behind the tree.
Yeah. Are you okay with that, feeling that right now, that sadness?
I have to ask the exile to give me a little space, or maybe sometimes I imagine signing a contract with the exile. I sign, the exile signs in his peculiar way.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna try that now.
Okay.
Oh, it kind of signs with only extending a finger and then hiding like an armadillo, like it rolls into a ball.
Yeah. Have you ever worked with that part before?
No.
Okay. Maybe you could let it know that you would like to work with it sometime, and that we're just going to visit these protectors first.
Yeah, sure. Protectors first, because there's the order.
Yeah.
Well, the inner critic, it's kind of into the idea. It's not so against it like before. Stranger, because I have to argue with the critics, or like not argue, like work for days with critics sometimes before they let it go a little.
Yeah. And what idea is it more into now?
Like listening to the Ashim part. Maybe it's because about 2 days ago, I kind of think about, I felt this bout of shame about an experience inoffensive, like I didn't say something outrageous or strange. I was just expressing some frustration to a coworker, and there wasn't a part precisely, but I felt this shame and this train of shame that kind of overwhelmed me. And then I kind of thought about it.
Yeah. So again, I think that that's fine for us to get to. And at the moment, if we can just focus on this the critic part.
Mm-mm.
So try asking it some questions like, what does it want you to know?
That I don't know if it's the other part, but he's scared of being someone could say to me, "Oh, you had this evil intent when you said that," or you were.
Okay, ask it. Ask the part if it's the one who's worried about an evil intent.
Yeah, he wants to make all right. Like, oh, you're saying all this stuff right, perfectly, okay. So nobody can judge you. You can say anything about you. It's kind of like more animated now.
Right. Because it feels like we're understanding it.
Maybe, or maybe it's a little too intense. Maybe I have to ask it again on one moment to give me a little space. Maybe sometimes I like to put them in their favorite room.
That's great.
He likes a really comfy office, like with the sofa. Yeah.
So it's concerned about, it wants you to make everything right.
Yeah,
so that no one will judge you or see any evil intent.
Yeah, and suddenly, like I'm saying normal stuff, but this part is scared even more of the normal conversation, because they could go south immediately.
Yeah, does that make sense to you?
Yeah, in
Okay.
the past, unfortunately, I
let's
wasn't.
Just stay with that. Let's just stay with that. Stay with that feeling. Show that part that it makes sense to you, why it does that. And then see if you can learn more about what it's afraid of. I know you've already said some and you've worked with it some.
now there's the bout of sadness again.
Yeah, so that's what it's showing you. It's showing you that sadness when.
Yeah, showing. That's a good image.
Uh-huh. And the sadness is when people reject you or think that you have evil intent, for example.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's trying to protect you from that. See if you can show it appreciation for its protection. It wants to keep you from that sadness.
It's more I feel sorry for it.
Yeah, because it's doing a really hard job, right?
It's an ungrateful job. Like if even the part itself is it's useless.
Yeah, it feels unappreciated. Is that right?
Yeah, because it doesn't want to do this job.
Right. Can you show it that you see that it doesn't want to do that job? You appreciate its intention.
I'm gonna hug it.
Okay. How's it responding to all that?
It's a little bit sobbing.
Okay. Are you okay with being with it like this?
Mm, I have to ground myself a little.
Uh-huh. Sounds like you're doing great to me.
Now it's kind of wondering why is too kind with us. It's strange.
Why are we being
Where's the
kind?
judgment now? Where is it?
Well,
Where is hiding?
yeah, show it who you are. Show it who you are without those other parts. You have the ability to ask for space from those other parts, and you're the one who can show it appreciation without judgment. Just show that to it.
Oh, sorry, that's the cat. Okay, gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm kind of still feel sorry for it, and I'm gonna face the concern that it had because it's really valid for the past. I feel like it was incredibly real in the past. Like
Absolutely.
with my mother, it was like that. Like I can't. I couldn't express feelings or thoughts without being commented about,
Right.
like I was a stranger or in a bad way. Like, oh, what's she doing?
Yeah. So it's been doing this job for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would it rather be doing with its energy?
Wait. I'm gonna
just ask.
Take a moment. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm focused. It's a little intense.
Okay. If it's too intense, I think you're right to take a moment. You can also ask it to just give you that information in a way that doesn't overwhelm you.
It wants to be more playful with, even in conversation, like not being robotic or answering yes, no, or never joking.
Yeah.
It's still really scared to do that, even
Sure.
imagining it.
Sure. But it's showing you what it would like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to try asking it how old it thinks you are?
5.
5, okay.
Immediately answers 5.
Yeah. Yeah. So go ahead and update it on your real age.
It's kind of laughing like, we're so old. We're
Yeah.
31. You're a granny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
and now I even have a job. Oh, you're a granny.
Yeah, it's amazing. And all the things that you can do now that you couldn't do when you were 5, or the different relationships you have, and the ability that you have to take care of yourself in conversation, in life, in those relationships you choose.
Yeah, that will be great. I can avoiding too much social interactions because of fear, because of this.
Right.
And I would like to do that.
Yeah, so you and this part are on the same team. You have the same concerns
Mm-mm.
and you want the same things. Try asking
It's
it.
kind of calmer, like it's sitting on the same chair as me.
Yeah.
And like surveying the situation. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not so crazy, so bad. Oh, sorry, I have to open the door for the cat. Sorry, wait
Okay.
1 second. Sorry, I kind of forgot. It wasn't the bed. It remained on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go to eat. Wanted to go eat.
So this critical part is now relaxed. It's sitting with you.
Yeah, it's kind of on guard, but calmer.
Yeah.
It's strange. Can I be calm in this situation? Strange. The other part maybe is expressing its surprise.
Yeah. What does this part need from you going forward?
I don't know.
So what it says? Did you ask it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of doesn't have a expectation. It would like to be more calm, like in general, the parts, but
Maybe we can offer it some options.
it would like to be playful. Yes.
Yeah.
That will be good for that part.
How does it like this little check-in? Does it like talking with you in this way?
Strange. I feel strange. Like I can be playful if I wanted in a conversation, even in this conversation.
Yeah.
It's not a performance like
Right.
entirely, but
Right.
a little part maybe can be calmer. Strange.
Yeah. What about how does it like when you ask the other parts to step aside and focus on it? Does it like that? Is that something it would like for you to do more of?
The other part, the scared part.
Well, how about the other protective part that says, no, go away, critic,
Yeah.
leave me alone?
It's the scared part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have to think about it. Now I'm laughing. I don't know. Maybe it's the part find it really strange as well that the other part kind of decrease the judgments is strange.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Why
Yeah.
why you
This is unusual.
Why
This is unusual for it.
yes.
Yeah. Just introduce it again to yourself. This is who you really are, and you have this ability to work with parts.
Oh, uh, it's like feeling tired, like after a really long sprint.
Sure. It's a lot to take in.
It's still a little vigilant because maybe he's gonna keep at it before after.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's still it's calmer.
Yeah. How does it
I'm
feel?
looking. Sorry.
I was going to ask how that hiccup feeling feels now, how that tightness
Yeah.
feels.
It's really less intense. It's strange.
Is it connecting if you touch that part of yourself? Does it feel like that helps the connection with this part?
You mean hugging?
I mean, if you take your hand physically and you put it on your neck or your chest, does it feel like you're able to connect with the part that way?
Not so much. It's like it's the sound of the part. I don't know if it conveyed the message. Maybe it's if I imagine touching my heart. I don't know if it makes sense, but it's more profound, deep in the body.
Yeah. So that might be another thing you could do for it in the future is when it comes up, you could touch your heart in that way and just send it that message to remind it who you are and your appreciation for it and anything else that you want to or that it wants to just share with you.
It's kind of something a little little bit of happiness.
A little bit of
Yeah, like a kid playing like there's a I'm playing with sand or I'm playing with like they naturally play.
It feels more free and natural.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
Oh, the inner critic comes again. Oh, you're saying like 100 times.
Oh, you use the word like too many times?
Yeah. I understand its concern. Okay. It's the first time I'm doing this call, or this kind of calls, and so prolonged speech in English. It's not easy. So you can give me some slacks, and
you appreciate it, right? You appreciate its warnings because
I noted. Yes,
right,
I noted it.
It's trying to protect you.
Yeah, there's no more hiccups. Strange.
How would this part feel about you working with that exile part? And we don't have to do it today, but I'm just asking in general, does it trust you to do that?
Let me think. Yeah, but it's like I have to prepare. I don't know what does it mean.
Yeah, ask it.
Maybe it needs it needs time. I kind of burden a little in the past one of my exiles. I cannot take. I work on it in entire 2-3 hours, so it's a legitimate concern.
Sure.
You're not gonna do it in 10 minutes or in 1 hour. We have
Right.
to take it slow with our way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and fear of vulnerability.
Sure.
I don't know if it's another protector. Yeah, it kind of it's another type of concern. Like it's not judgment, but if you're too relaxed, people are gonna just wait the word stab you, like backstab you.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. I was thinking about just being hurt by others.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the image is like backstabbing or stabbing in the heart.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I can at least note this concern.
Note this concern, absolutely. Appreciate that concern. It's very valid.
Yeah. You can't open up about stuff to everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And when you're doing this work, especially, on your own with no one else, you want this part to know that it can open up to you, and that you are not.
Yeah, that's the cool part.
Right.
It's like he doesn't trust me.
Right. Yeah, right. We gotta build that trust just by listening to it and responding to it over time.
Yeah, I don't know why I could backstab it.
Well, it's other parts.
Yeah.
So you just let it know that you see that. You see those other parts that have attacked it, and you want to work with them too, and you want to be able to keep the peace between them. That's your goal.
Yeah. And there comes up an angry part with the the insults. Yeah. This one is more spicy. The other one is kind of reasonable if you talk to it. This one, no.
Yeah. And what's this angry part's concern? Or what's its message?
It's like she wants to say, don't show yourself, don't expose your heart or your yeah.
Yeah, you've been hurt before.
Yeah. Oh, the trembling.
Yeah.
Not the hiccups, but this.
Yeah, a different part.
Trembling. Yes.
Great. Well, again, the goal is for you to build trust with these parts internally. If you're working with me more, and I just want those parts to know that I don't have a criticism or judgment about that. And finally, I'll just say again that anything that we do never has to be shared with anybody else. So you always have that right to decide not to share that publicly.
Thank you for reminding me. But I guess I can. I didn't disclose anything so really personal. Yeah. I kind of feel safe to do that.
Yeah, and again, you can make that decision. If I'm going to publish something, it takes weeks, and so you'll have time to make that decision later. And even after I publish it, it's okay to say, I changed my mind. I don't want that out there. Okay, I can delete it.
Mhm.
You know, if I'm still
Thank you.
alive, I can. Otherwise, you'll have to ask my audio engineer, Yvonne, to do it.
Wow, not the only engineer.
Yeah. Couldn't do it without him.
So professional.
Absolutely.
Well, you're more professional of people with shops or even professionals. My God.
Hmm.
I tried therapy in the past years ago. There was a therapist that wasn't even half of your of this organization, completely unprofessional.
Yeah.
So it's incredible.
Great. I'm glad it's working for you. And it's really fun for me. I'm honored to be able to do it. So I'm all smiles over here. It's great.
Oh, thank you.
Are there any other concerns or questions that these parts want to voice now while you have their attention?
No, they can want to continue the work. Probably I'm gonna do it also tonight. Yeah, like I said, every afternoon or even evening. I try to talk to them.
That's great.
And this one, the vulnerability is really interesting. It's kind of maybe it got triggered because I exposed myself to risks.
Yeah.
Usually I don't do it. So it kind of sleeps or maybe work in the background. Was interesting.
Yeah.
And the hiccups are gone. Gone. Incredible.
Good. Well, thank that part for sharing all that with you and for everything it does, for relaxing. And thank all those other parts that got out of the way and gave you space. And just let them know that you'd like to get to all of them.
Then they're kind of more they're happier. They're glad. That's the word.
Great.
They're glad to have done this. I don't know if it's grammatically correct. It's okay.
I think it was, but yes, you're right. It's okay.
Oh, good.
They're glad to have done this. That's right. Perfect. Yes. Okay. Well, if you want to keep working with me, you can just use that link that I sent you and book more time. I'd love to keep working with you. If not, that's fine too. I appreciate your time today.
Yeah, and yes, in a week, I don't know if what's the program. I guess yeah, we're gonna use the same program with the days. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yes, same link.
Perfect.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for taking the risk.
Thank you for the patience because I'm nervously laughing. I'm not gonna listen to my registration because I'm gonna die of cringe. But was I hope it can be also helpful to people.
Yeah, I hope so too. Okay, well, I hope you have a nice rest of your evening and hope to talk to you another time.
Good afternoon and sorry, not so good fasting, but
all right. Okay. Have a nice night.
Good afternoon.
Okay, bye.
Do you want to help bring more self-energy to the world? If you'd like to participate in calls or help out with this project in any way, I'd love to hear your ideas. Join the Discord server or contact me at james@liveifs.com. A huge thanks to our audio engineer, Yvonne, for your care and diligence in editing the calls. To every caller for your courage in sharing some of your parts. And to anyone out there getting to know their internal system, keep going. Who knows? That might be the most selfless, helpful thing you can do for others, and you're the only one who can do it. If you'd like to see us reach the largest audience, we must please the almighty suggestion algorithms at iTunes and YouTube. And they don't care about the power of IFS. They're looking for likes and shares and comments, and the sooner the better. Follow the links in the show notes right here in your podcast player to make your wishes known. And now, a minute of meditation. Or if you prefer, pull over. You can do it in 60 seconds. Just click one of those links. They're right there, and give us a like or a 5-star rating. It would really help. If you think this project is helping people, you're helping people by sharing it. Thank you.